Conservative new media viewers, JLin fans around the world, Charlotte Hornets fans around the world. What's up? It's me, PFV, Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert. We're here to discuss Charlotte's 101-82 victory tonight over the Los Angeles Lakers in Los Angeles, California. Let's get the woo done right now. That's a loud noise, so if you don't like loud noises, please advance this video about 10 seconds from now or so. I'm going to do a countdown before we do it. 3, 2, 1. Woo! A really good win, a win that really the team needed to get. I mean, this was, the Lakers are reeling at this point in the year, and honestly, they're reeling the entire season. They had lost 9 consecutive games coming into tonight, and now it's 10 straight games. And Charlotte wants to go home, ending the road trip with a 2-2 record and kind of capping things off in the right way, and that's exactly what they did tonight. The reasons why Charlotte won were, number one, they hit 13 three-pointers, which was fantastic. Number two, they crushed the Lakers on the rebounding department, 59-42, including a difference of 14-4 in the offensive rebounding numbers. Finally, Charlotte held the Lakers to only 34% shooting. So it was just a total team comprehensive victory tonight for the visiting Hornets. Let's go over statistics quickly. Kobe Bryant led LA with 23 points and 8 rebounds. Kobe played just 23 minutes. He started off a little bit slow, but he heated up in the second quarter. However, he did not play in the fourth quarter because the game was out of hand. 13 points for Jordan Clarkson, 11 points for Lou Williams, 10 points for Julius Randle, and finally 10 points, 6 rebounds for rookie D'Angelo Russell. Hornets got 19 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists from Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. This is his second game back from the shoulder surgery, and he looks tremendous. Not only did he have that double-double there, he also hit 2 of 2 three-point attempts. Michael came into this game with, maybe about 20 career three-point attempts total. And his shooting percentage on three-pointers coming into this game was 17%. He is not known as a shooter, and if you are familiar with him at all, you know that he's had a really unique shooting form where basically the elbow on his shooting arm comes almost in front of his face, and it's almost like he's shooting sideways. He's still working to correct that form, but it definitely looks better, and it worked tonight on the 2 made three-pointers. He looked terrific. He had an enormous amount of energy in this game, and it affected the whole team. Marvin Williams, also 19 points and 12 rebounds. Marvin had a tremendous amount of energy in this game. So this was basically the Marvin and Michael show with a couple of other people thrown in. But those two guys were dominating. They just dominated the action. And they each had 4 offensive rebounds. They just gave the Lakers fits. And they were energetic and saving balls from going out of bounds. They were everywhere, and it was great. Michael coming back is going to greatly improve this team's chances of making the playoffs. Now, there's still other guys hurting, but him coming back definitely helps tremendously. Spencer Hawes, 4.6 rebounds. JLin, I'll get to him in a second. I'll talk about him in a moment. Frank Kaminsky off the bench, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. He had an excellent game. He's getting more assertive. I really like the way that he played tonight. Troy Daniels, 9 points. Brian Roberts, 8 points. P.J. Hairston, 9 points coming off the bench. P.J. is now coming off the bench with the return of Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Tyler Hansbrough, 4 points. JLin, 6 points. He played 22 minutes, shot 2 of 10 from the field, including 1 of 3 from three-point range. 1 of 1 free throws, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, no steals, no block shots, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls. Now, that doesn't sound that impressive. However, Jeremy did a good job tonight. He was needed tonight to play because Nick Batum wasn't able to go, and neither was Jeremy Lamb. And so the depth chart was really thin. If Jeremy doesn't play tonight because of his ankle, then Troy Daniels is likely going to start, or maybe P.J. Hairston, but you are really losing depth then. So Jeremy, who had a really nasty sprain of the ankle the other night in Portland, if you saw it, I mean, he was, I think it was in Portland. No, it was in Utah, excuse me. He didn't even move on a court for like a minute. And fortunately, as I've said before, ankles are the one thing where it can look horrendous and then you can be okay relatively quickly. Still, the legs are probably not there for Jeremy. I don't think they are there, which is why he's missing some of his shots. But he kind of gutted it out tonight, suited up, and he was an asset to the team. He played good defense, 5 assists with only 1 turnover. He made some very nice plays in this game, and I thought it was good for the team to have him out there. He definitely benefited the team tonight. As I said before, statistically, I mentioned why the team won the game. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Marvin Williams, just dominating. I mean, just were everywhere tonight in this game. But it's just Michael makes such a difference on defense. For him to be able to impact things the way that he is, like early on here on offense, really is even more of a boost. So we talked about this in the last video. I do think there's a chance that with Michael back and when Nick is healthy, that means that Jeremy's going to play less in the closing moments of games. Still, I'm just glad to have Michael back because it's definitely going to help the team win more games. And I know Jeremy wants to be on a winning team and a team that has a real chance to make the playoffs, and Michael's going to help with that in a tremendous way. As I mentioned earlier, Frank Kaminsky, I would say he's the kind of the third bright light in this game. He was strong. He was taking the ball to the basket. One move he had, he drove on the right side of the basket, spun, got the foul, took the contact, and scored the basket on a nice little floater. That shows me he's getting stronger. He kind of came into the league with a lot of skills, but not really the strength to be able to do some of the moves that he wanted to be able to do against NBA level players and guys that are much stronger than college players. So that was a really nice thing to see. Finally, the bench. The bench outscored the Lakers bench 41-25, and this is where having guys like Brian Roberts, like Troy Daniels, now P.J. Hairston, who becomes a bench player now, these guys have gotten experience this year. They're ready to step up. They're prepared. And so as more guys begin to get healthy and come back, and some of these guys will then probably go out of the rotation, you know they're there. They're ready. They can contribute. It's almost like a San Antonio situation where Popovich, the coach, will play guys at the end of the bench just so they're in the mix. They feel like they're connected with the team and you can rely on them. That's what's happening now with the Hornets. And it's if the team can get healthy and stay healthy, that's really could pay off big time. And this team, look, there's no mega stars on this team. You don't have somebody like LeBron or Steph Curry, but this team they're talented and they're deep and they're cohesive and they play intelligently. You have high character guys on this team. The team's missing 4 guys right now, and all 4 of them are important to the rotation. Al Jefferson, of course, is a starter. Cody Zeller is certainly in the rotation. Nick Batum is a starter. and Jeremy Lamb is in the rotation, or he's in the rotation even if he's closer to the end of the rotation. Those guys are important. When you add those 4 guys to the rest of what the team has, you're talking about, you're talking about 12 or 13 guys who can really play and contribute. And that's not even mentioning Tyler Hansbrough and Aaron Harrison. Honestly, Aaron Harrison's probably the only guy on the roster that you can't completely rely on right now, who hasn't really had a chance to show something this year in actual games. Everybody else can play. Everybody else can help you win games now. And so that's a luxury to have that much depth and be able to rely on these guys. And it's, I guess what I'm saying is the adversity that the team has gone through this season, missing people, could really end up benefiting them down the line. And that is really, really good to know and have for the team. As I mentioned, Jeremy played fine in this game. He missed shots, but he played well. Kemba also had a tough shooting night. I think he was 3 of 14. It happens. This is the end of not a super long road trip, but a 4-game road trip is not a short road trip. It's still a significant extended road trip. Guys are tired. Jeremy's hurt. His ankle hasn't been right in probably a month or something like that. So I like the way he played. And what I like about Jeremy right now is he keeps shooting. He's not shying away from shots. He's not getting scared to shoot just because he's not hitting, and that's good. You have to take the shot when you're open, or else it messes up the entire offense. So, an excellent outing tonight. I love what Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is bringing. Like the way Frank Kaminsky is developing, and Jeremy is showing how tough he is by getting in there and starting tonight, and the team needed him, and it paid off. Now, the next game is going to be a whole bunch tougher than this game was, because we're basically going from the bottom of the league in the Lakers to the top of the league in the Cleveland Cavaliers. That game will take place 3 days from now, so the team gets 2 days to rest, to go home, get some sleep, rest up, heal up. Hopefully, maybe Nick and Jeremy Lamb will feel better. Maybe they can give it a go in that game. We will see. Wednesday, February 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time here in the United States. That means the game will take place on Thursday, February 4th at 8 a.m. in Taipei, Taiwan, and throughout China. And Cleveland is not only the best team in the East, they look a whole bunch better now since they have changed coaches 5 games ago. That's going to be a very difficult game. Cleveland wants to run now. They're playing at an increased pace with their new coach, Tyronn Lue. And the Hornets are going to need everybody that they've got in that game. So, like I said, hopefully Nick and Jeremy Lamb and will be available. Al Jefferson is probably still 2 or 3 weeks away, my understanding. And I don't think Cody Zeller's ready to return yet either from a strained ligament in his shoulder. But we'll see. Hopefully Jeremy and Nick might be able to participate in that contest. Certainly Cleveland will be favored. Charlotte is now 23-25. So we're 2 games under 500 at this period in time. You can lose a Cleveland game and still not be too much out of it, but yeah, I mean, right now Charlotte is going on they just went on a 4-game road trip, and now they're going to start a 4-game homestand, and with the first game being against Cleveland, and then the remaining 3 games are against good Eastern Conference teams. I think Chicago, Atlanta, and Washington, I believe. So it's not going to be easy. But even if the team, if the team were to lose to Cleveland, we can still have a good chance to win those remaining 3 games and then get back to 500 if they go 3-1 on this upcoming homestand. And that's where it starts. Got to get to 500 and then just go from there, because the last spot in the East is, maybe it's like a game or two over 500, the team that's there right now. And I want to say it's Detroit in the number 8 spot. It's Charlotte is still in good position. They still have nearly half a season to get this done. So great to get the win tonight. Very happy about that. And again, let's go home and let's take it from there and see what we can do on this 4-game stint back in Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, that is it for now. A thumbs up, thumbs down, your comments below. I want to thank Gary Chen for the artwork you're looking at right now. Gary is an artist and blogger in Taiwan. He is also a member of the Jeremy-only Lin Garden fan club. That fan club is headquartered in Taiwan as well. You can learn more about Gary and the Jeremy-only Lin Garden if you follow the information in the video description below the video player. Also in the video description, you'll find highlights for this game. You can go, or information, so you can check out highlights of this game, I should say. Finally, there you will find information how you can come and join the Conservative New Media Facebook group and how you can come and follow us on Twitter. I usually tweet out during the games and with any other relevant information of the team that might happen in between the games. Once again, I am PFE Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert. Thanks a lot for watching Conservative New Media. We strive to be the #1 Jeremy Lin YouTube fan channel. A great win. The team did exactly what it needed to do. It didn't play around. It just took care of the Lakers as they should have. Excellent defense, great energy from the team tonight. For Jeremy, he was able to play on the leg, and so that's a good sign. Hopefully his ankle will continue to heal up, and it won't feel too bad, even though he played on it tonight. Like I said, let's go back to North Carolina, rest up, and get ready for the Cleveland Cavaliers just 3 days from now.